I did. I fasted for 7 days. 6. This is the 7th day, right? That
Yeah, this is 7 days. How's your feel, Kevin?
it's not that challenging. I must admit. I thought maybe the first day, but then the second day got better. I feel like it gets better and better by the day. I
Okay.
even play football then.
You still keep playing football?
I can still play football. Yeah.
Is there any temptation?
No, there aren't any temptations. Maybe water then. Maybe water is the hardest part.
But you said feel a bit sick today.
I think it's more of like a cold and not related to anything else. But I will still fast, regardless if I'm sick or not. Hi.
Hi, assalamualaikum, brother and sister, and all guys everywhere in the world. I thank you for watching New Zealand channel. And now in my home, just recently, since last month, I have another son. His name is Kevin Lee. He stay in our house for almost about 1 month.
I think it's over a bit of a month.
Over about the month, and Kevin Lee, he want to try, what do you call?
Ramadan, to fast during Ramadan then.
To fast during Ramadan. So Ramadan challenging, 30 days challenging. Do I force you to do that, or it come from your heart?
It came all from my heart. It sounds like you're trying to force me to, but no. It's something that I decided to pick up.
Okay. Now, if you want to know how's Kevin this Ramadan challenging 30 days experience, stay in New Zealand channel. Why you want to try this challenge fasting during the Ramadan?
Honestly, I didn't want to do that. I think it was because of the fact that days before Ramadan, you were talking all about it. You told me about the values behind fasting, how you'd appreciate yourself, appreciate others around you, and I thought it would be a valuable experience for me to personally try it. Yeah, that's the reason to why. What I'm feeling right now, first few days were hard, but as it keeps on going, today is day 7, so almost a week since I've done Ramadan. It's been feeling better. I think I feel comfortable even when playing sports, football or gymming. Yeah, it really helps. I got a sore throat on the 7th day, but that's all right. I think it'll go away in a few days, but that's essentially it.
Okay, tell me on the first day when you start. This is the first time you wake up for sahur, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the first time that I broke my sahur.
You do the sahur and break the fast.
Yeah, I did the sahur and I broke fast.
So how's your the feeling when you first time?
I was very
doing
curious
sahur
at first because it was the feeling of waking up at 4:30 in the morning and then having breakfast until 5:15, because it was 5:15 then, right? Then not 5:30 like now. I was very curious, and it felt a bit spiritual in 5:15 because everyone just committed to stop eating for the whole day. Then we did Fajr prayers for around 15-20 minutes, and then we went upstairs and Mom suggested for us to rest again. But then following that, I woke up, I did what I normally did. I went to school, I studied. Maybe the challenging part was I saw everyone having water bottles around them and they were drinking when they were thirsty, but I couldn't have my water bottle, or neither could I drink, so I was very sad. But it is what it is. By the end of the day, I came home at around 6 and had a date, which tasted surprisingly good. And this is coming from me because I don't like sweets.
Oh, okay.
But I loved the dates, apparently.
Oh, okay, good.
But yes, that was my day 1 for Ramadan.
That's the first time you break the fast, yeah.
That was my first time ever breaking fast.
Okay, so How's when you wake up for the shower? Is it
Hmm.
difficult for you, or you used to wake up very early in the morning?
I think it's a bit of both because I'm very used to staying up late,
Mm.
so I don't really feel tired when I wake up at like 4.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really affect my sleeping cycle. Uh, of course, after you wake up, there will always be a sense of tiredness,
Mm-hmm.
but upon doing wudu, it really freshens up your mind and
Mm-hmm.
body. So to answer it, it's like more no than yes. There's not a lot of tiresome.
Okay. Did you try to read a little bit about the fasting, but fasting before you start to fast?
Yes, definitely did. There are so many benefits behind fasting. Once again, like I said, you learn to appreciate yourself. You learn to appreciate others around you. You learn to, and then by appreciating others, you learn to help them, to sympathize with them more, and then to try to help them on their actions. And it's
Mm.
all about like helping other people become better versions of themselves, and for
Mm.
you as well. Um, Back then, I remember me and my friends, when we talk, we would here and there have some bad words thrown in. They're not necessarily really bad, but it's like kids these days, like we all
Mm.
have like habits, but then when fasting, these things became really noticeable. And then I had this implicit fear because, it somewhat portrayed us as very negative people. So it was during Ramadan that I realized that I should be a really positive personality. Yeah.
Okay. So you're fasting not only to not to eat food
Of course.
in the morning and afternoon, but also try to control,
Mm.
try to fast, keep fasting for your eyes, for your mouth, for your hands. Is it what do you
Mm.
mean?
Um, I think essentially it's like what you just said, that you
Mm-hmm.
fast for your heart, you fast for others as
Mm-hmm.
well. You fast so long as you feel as if you can do something to society, for
Mm-hmm.
society, you can do something for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
so that the vibe or the environment that you're living in is healthy and positive. So yesterday I was at uni, and I came by a few of my friends, and I'm not gonna say the names, of course, but the F word, for example, it's become a very normative thing to say amongst the kids these days. People take it very casually, and I think for me, growing up personally in like a English speaking environment, it's became it's became normal. It's became very normalized. But when I heard it during my time of fasting, I just had to point it out to them. And then they were very surprised or astounded by the fact that I was the one that pointed it out to them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, before we continue about the fasting, Kevin, can you share with us what is your religion? Do you have any religion or?
Well, back then, I guess because when I lived in the States, there was like a very strong affiliation to Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, following my travels, it also led me into like a lot of other knowledge, and it opened me to a lot more faiths. So I'm pretty sure I had like a background of going to like pagodas, churches, and now just recently I've come to a mosque. So to answer your question, no, I'm not religious in anything, but I do have my perspectives on faiths.
That's the Kevin story for this episode. Please stay tuned. Keep watching this channel, and we'll see another next story. The beautiful experience, the positive inspiration that been shared by Kevin Lee.
Of course.
See
Stay
you
tuned.
again. Stay tuned.
Agam Jaya New Zealand Channel reporting. Please like, share, and subscribe.